And the Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. And here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
First and 10.
Leaves it with the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Durr. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The grab and the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll go to the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think it just...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. A quick pass to the left. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Sends it back in motion. Handoff from the gun. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Arkansas, 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Sort of misjudged it against that high sky and couldn't catch it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Moving away from pressure. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th
And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29.
Will take over. First and 10.
Ready, break. Defense playing a bail technique. Back to pass, it's McCown. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds a man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Tate. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score. East Carolina.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Francis. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Give to the back. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Texas, number 48, with the catch and score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Norton. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game
continues to fight for yards. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Touchdown Pirates! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bringing it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Francis. Working on the right. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Texas, number 1, with the grab and the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
For the extra point.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
Carolina Pirates will take over 1st and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. He's going to fire to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. On the run, fires downfield. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The give is to Taylor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
With the game tied.
And the Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Number 1 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Number 4 with the return.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games.
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but Really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The running back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Beebe. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Texas.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Tate.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown ECU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The returner will field it and try to get some field position.
The return is brought down at the 19, and the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Francis. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it on the right. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
With the catch and score.
And they'll try to win it right here with the two-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. He's looking to pass. He will get there, and they take the lead with a two-point conversion. What a gutsy call. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants a big play here late. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? A great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll start this drive going to the air, extending the play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Miller with the ball. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Missouri!
Number 3 in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Out of the gun, the inside give. Running to Green. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the arc.
Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Gain of 4. Third down coming up.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Got it, looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Ready up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
7, Texas 0.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Moves.
To throw, it's Francis. Skips away from pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Number 1 takes it in.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position.
Down at the 33. And the Missouri offense will take over.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off a defender. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this defense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
24. Black 24. In blue. In blue.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Okay,
Backed
ready.
up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Hey.
Motion from the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks a tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 2 makes the catch and takes it in for the score.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
Missouri offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Complete downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, Missouri. Number 26 with the carry.
Extra point here will tie the game.
On for the extra point.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
To kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Francis. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Brown. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Barney. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's reeled in. It's Barney. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead.
That makes the score Texas 17, Missouri 14.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Number 1 takes it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback.
Get set, get set.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Gets the back moving. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times.
There he goes. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
He's tackled.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off.
Set to advance on the football.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. These corners going to give them some space. Williams will pass. Dances away to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Ginn. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to take off. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Oh, what a cut. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one off.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Caught over the middle. It's Durr. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really